drum wrapping. We wrap drums. It's a lot of fun. It's super cool. We get our wraps from Precision Drum Company. Just FYI, just quick rundown. Snare drums cost about $100 to start. Depending on the wrap, it gets more expensive. $100 to $150, anywhere from $7.99 to $12.99, depending on how crazy you get with the wraps. There's some that are glass glitter. There are some that have like actual metal flex in them. Like it gets crazy. That's why the price gets crazy.
Yeah.
But I found that there's a few different situations where drum wrapping makes sense for people. One, your drums are trashed. Or you love the sound, but not the look of them. You know, that happens a lot with vintage drums. If a wrap's coming undone or it yellowed too much or it's bubbling.
It bubbles,
like
yeah.
the bubbles.
Or it got damaged, maybe, you know, there's a flood or something like that. Or it got damaged by the sun.
Yeah, all those things. So that's situation one. Situation two, which we run into, I didn't know this was a situation until I started working at the shop. And I've heard this situation help folks with the situation many times. Someone comes in and they've got like a Pearl Forum or just something like very, very basic. Very basic.
That's right.
You
She does
see?
have a Pearl Forum.
It's not
the kind of stuff we know.
Super crazy, but it
Yeah.
sounds good. And it means something to someone because they've had it for a long time, but they just want to change up the look.
Yeah.
So that's the other situation. The third situation is just the finicky person that can't sit right. We've had a lot of, I won't name any names, a lot of people come into the shop like this. Some people that used to work at the shop could not stand just a nice drum set. Just buy a nice drum set and that's that. No, we got to sell this.
They always have to fuss with it.
Change the lugs, change the inserts. You know what I mean? And that's okay. You can be that kind of drummer. I am the opposite of that.
Yeah.
I am anti-fuss.
Less fuss.
Less fuss.
Me too.
In all circumstances, right? But there's some people that, and I'm not saying you're fussy, but you fuss a lot, and that would be by definition fussy. But those people want, I don't like the look of this anymore. Let's switch it up. You know, it's something to do. It's something to do. But it's awesome. We do it here. But Sean, you've got a lot of experience. We have a lot of experience.
And you know, before I get
custom
into
companies
that,
and stuff.
absolutely, Precision Drum Company is a great company. I've talked to them on the phone now, and they're very helpful and they're awesome to deal with. But not only that, having the drum wraps here in stock now is very eye-opening because I'm not used to that. I'm used to seeing the drums already wrapped, things like that. So getting these sheets, these big sheets of drum wrap in, and we started stocking this, and now we're wrapping the drums. I'm like very impressed seeing the wrap before it's on the drum, and you're like, wow, I could totally see a drum set in this finish or that finish. Yeah, it's really neat. You get to see like the whole spectrum.
The before and after.
Yeah, because usually you'll see it like on the snare drum,
Or it's like
and you see it that's kind of rad. You
magazine.
see it in this. Holy cow! It's like what are the sizes?
They're big.
Yeah, the big old sheets. I don't know, 20,
Like 40 up at 24.
Yeah,
usually.
they're massive. They're huge. But I know that Rick and Jamie Hess, Rick Hamilton, Jamie Hess, the former guard, delved a little bit into drum wrapping back in the 80s.
No, they did not.
Oh,
They did drum
recovering.
drum covering.
Okay.
Rick was very particular when he told me this. Because they were not rewrapping drums. They were not taking wrap off of drums. They were taking the lugs off, wrapping something around it with double stick tape, and just putting it back together.
Okay.
So like a
drum
sticker.
covering. Yeah, kind of a sticker, but
Yeah.
it was
But
it
it
was
changes the look of your set.
Detail.
They
it's
have
quick and easy.
Black, white, and maroon were the only three colors. And quick and easy, it doesn't look like that? Okay.
And I remember remnants of that being like a hangover from when I started the old store. In the back, we had the shipping area in the back and like the dock area where we kept everything. And there were drum wraps at the top. We never even messed with them. They were just there. Like, what's up with that? Don't
one
worry
talk
about
about
that.
it. No one talk about it.
You know, no one talk about that. You know, so for whatever reason they stopped doing it. Maybe it took too long. Maybe it wasn't
Well,
as
it's just a trend.
popular.
You know, we're always popping on new things and out. We keep our core values and what we're trying to offer the same, but there's always like, hey, people keep asking for this. Well, let's look into it. Let's try it. You know what I mean? So that was birthed out of that. But I talked to them about it, and you know, they were very upfront about what they were doing, and it worked.
And
It made your drums look different.
And I don't know if you just mentioned this before, like all of the reasons you would get a drum wrap, you know, like maybe you just want to change the look of it or something like that. Did you say like matching a drum that you like?
No,
maybe
I
sold-
didn't.
Okay, because
that's cool.
yeah, that's very cool, and I have experience with this too. Years ago, I had sold a limited edition Tama Star Classic Performer, and it's like neon green. I think they still offer this finish, but Tama stopped producing it because it was limited edition. This guy really wanted to add on a floor tom, so we found the wrap from Precision Drum, and I got the size floor tom he needed. It matched as far as it was a
The shell and
Birch Babinga shell. The hardware matched the rest of the drums, and we ordered that in. And I had another guy, a local guy, wrap it for him, and it turned out beautifully. It was awesome, and he was over the moon about this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he had a one of a kind drum that hit double floor toms that they never offered. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
it was really neat, and now we can do that in house.